Treat others how you want to be treated. Be the kind of leader you want to follow. You need to know how other people feel. Like if someone's sad, you can tell that they're sad and help them.
In order for students to be successful in the information age, it's necessary for them to develop competent skills in communication, collaboration, technology, and leadership. Know My World is a global education resource that focuses on social, emotional, cultural, and academic learning. Know My World was founded to teach students around the world how to be competent leaders and global citizens through the use of interactive lessons and digital cross-cultural exchanges.
Everyone is 100% original, and everyone has their own perspective. You have to be kind to everyone because kindness is very important.
Know My World aims to teach students about who they are socially by being aware of how they are interacting with others. Emotionally, by helping them identify their emotions and understand how those emotions can impact their lives. Culturally, by helping them gain a stronger sense of their own culture, as well as a sensitivity towards other cultures. And academically, because all Know My World programs and projects incorporate academic content. Know My World digitally connects students with classrooms around the world. Know My World's exchanges provide individualized support for the teachers involved. Each exchange includes customized project planning, training in cross-cultural communication, strategies and rubrics for evaluating student work, exposure to the latest educational apps and web platforms, tools for integrating project-based learning, and a certificate of completion. Know My World understands that by supporting teachers, they're able to feel empowered to implement an impacting experience for their students.
Our class did an exchange with a school in Australia about global issues, which means world problems such as pollution and litter. We organized a campaign called Bring Your Own Dish to School to help reduce the amount of litter.
So our biggest takeaway was basically observing and thinking before judging and acting.
My favorite thing to learn is to learn about other people so we get to know each other better. My favorite part while participating was to talk to people that I didn't know before and just getting to know them more and get to know their culture.
This is actually a really good opportunity to know more about the world and the community we live in.
My perspective has changed from the very stereotypical view of Mexico to a more in-depth view of the actual culture.
The greatest learning of the Know My World experience has been understanding that every culture has its different challenges.
Know My World exchange has been a fantastic experience. The students really enjoyed sharing videos, had a really interesting Skype conversation. And I think my students learned that it's okay to make mistakes. You make mistakes, it's fine as long as you get your message across. That's the aim, as long as you communicate.
Operating under Know My World is Trace philosophy, which focuses on transformation, relationship, awareness, connectivity, and experience. Trace is a project-based curriculum that incorporates aspects of global citizenship, leadership, character development, and ownership. The students learn through classroom activities, projects, videos, stories, role-playing, and other interactive approaches. The students are completely engaged in the lessons, and they offer really dynamic input during the classroom discussions. One topic in our leadership track is emotions. It's important for students to be able to understand and process their emotions appropriately, since that is something that they will encounter their entire lives.
What's happening with our emotions?
They're all exploding. Yeah, I love that. Whoa! It's the Big Bang! Emotions are always moving. They're changing all the time. I feel happy, excited, because when I go to the room and I always play mad. Because I have brother annoyed me all night.
One thing we try to emphasize is that your emotions are constantly changing. This helps students understand that they don't need to hold on to any emotion for too long.
And maybe you can give people a chance again? Have you had people be nice to you who are older than you?
Yes, the mom.
Yeah? Okay. So it's okay to be angry about people doing things that hurt you. But again, we have to remember we have to let things go. Are you ready to kind of stop caring about that one day that happened? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Another lesson focuses on the importance of being mindful of our words.
It's so easy for things to come out of our mouths, right? We just say things. But we couldn't just automatically take all of the things back. We had to use a tool.
Yeah, well, you didn't get it all in, so yeah, because look, it's hard to scrape this off.
Through this lesson, students are able to understand that it's not easy to take back their words, so they need to be careful with what they say.
It's like when you're putting the toothpaste back in the tube, you're either apologizing or you're going back in time.
Maybe you can see yourself in different ways, or you can see your brother or your sister or your friend in different ways. Perspective is looking at something from one angle, right, and seeing your point of view. But what do we need to do sometimes with our perspective?
Perspective is another lesson that the students learn, and they understand the importance of seeing things from a specific angle.
It means from your point of view. Opinion is kind of like perspective. Oh, that's good. That's good. I only got one. No, we can only do one.
Maybe you can slowly change your mind and start to see the same thing in a different way. Arcee.
When I look at that person, I feel like it's a 6. When I look at the other person that's saying it's a 9, I feel like it's a 9. I see like 2 people as face to face. Oh! It looks like maybe a face.
Okay.
I just like it. I just like all of it. I don't know how to say it in English. 领导力. The reason it's good is because it'll help other people that you're doing it with. And they can be a leader too.
Connect with us by going to knowmyworld.org to bring exciting social, emotional, and cultural programs to your classroom today. Our goal at Know My World is to help create stronger global citizens by helping students focus on social, emotional, and cultural learning.